I'm still very upset right now. I'm still very upset. The Fulham loss, it's still burning inside. I need Chelsea to respond with a big win against Ipswich. We know Ipswich. It's a lower team in the league. They might be relegated, but let's not underrate them. Arsenal struggled to beat Ipswich. They only managed to beat Ipswich by a goal to nil, a goal by Kai Havertz. So it's an easy game for us. It's a game which is gonna be like bring us back to winning ways. And Chelsea are looking for another striker in the market, probably Delap, because Delap had worked with Enzo Maresca before, I think at Manchester City. Then he's also targeting Ivan Ferguson from Brighton, but he's currently injured. There are a lot of other options which he's trying like to add up to compete with Jackson. But they've said hell no, Tinkuku is not going anywhere. And Kaneshiko Maker, he might be heading out. They're just waiting for a right price. That is 40 million. If anybody can pay 40 million, they're gonna get sorry, Kaneshiko Maker. But the other thing which is there is that Enzo Maresca still want an addition on the defense and still want to let other defenders leave. Before we go into details, I want you guys to like and subscribe for more to support the channel. We always talk about beloved club. Let's form the beautiful fan base, talk, negotiate. I want you to contribute on the comment section. Yes, I do reply. Though some criticize me because I criticize Sanchez, sometimes Nico Jackson. It's part of the game. That's my opinion. It's not the club opinion. If I say he's not good, he's not good. If he plays well, he plays well. So guys, subscribe and like. Let's interact there. First of all, we're gonna talk about the striker which Enzo Maresca still want to strike. Still want to buy because there are so many strikers out there on the market, but not very high standard strikers. We know Chelsea have been buying low average players to turn them into stars with bigger contracts. Yeah, that's the club policy maybe now, but he's Delap or even Ferguson worthy to play for Chelsea? Yes, they're young, they're good players, they're still progressing. But right now, we have three strikers. We have McGew, we have Christopher, we have Nicholas Jackson playing the same position. So if in January they can get Delap, who's scoring more goals, he has scored like 18 goals in all competition, then I think McGill is going to have a limited time, even in the Conference League, because once the lap comes, he's not going to be ahead of Kuku, of course. He's going to be the third choice. Maybe he's going to be playing cup games, which is, I don't see that to be like a good transfer fee. And even Ferguson, they're demanding for 80 million. Come on, even Ferguson to be worth 80 million, we're not going to break the bank like what we did to Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Though they're now paying back, they are droppable. But guys, to tell the truth, Chelsea should not break the bank again over 100 million. It's going to destabilize the squad again. When Nkunku came to Chelsea, he said they promised him to be the main man. He came to Chelsea, though he was injured, but now he's okay. He's trying to gain his position, but it's like now Enzo Maresca decided already that he's not gonna get the first spot. His first choice is Nicholas Jackson. I see him even today's game. He's gonna start to boost his morale. But the report has come from the website is that Chelsea are not willing to let go of Christopher Nkunku or Joao Felix in January. If Joao Felix is unhappy, they'll try by all means like to integrate him. But if he tries to force his move away out of the club, they're not going to block his way. That's what Maresca also said. But I love the guy. He's a cool guy. He plays good. I love his streaks. He loves the club. That's why he came back. But the problem is that he plays the same number with Cole Palmer. But I still believe that they can still play together. He can play on the right wing or the left wing. He's a dribbler too. But letting him go on loan or leave just within 5 6 months at the club, it's not good. It's gonna send out a bad message outside. They're gonna say they were signing players unnecessary. Now they're just letting them go because Chelsea have players which they need to offload. Ben Chilwell, he's trying to leave also because he no, we all know he's not in the squad. He doesn't play. He doesn't contribute anything. But he's on a high wage. I think he's getting like 200 to 250, somewhere there, and no one is willing to get him because of his wage. No one is willing, and he's got like 3 years remaining on his contract, 3 to 2.5 years, 2.5 years to three, and no one is willing to gamble in to pay that much, his salary. If I was Ben Chilwell, I'm sitting on the 200K like a boss, although I'm not playing, getting the money. I wouldn't force my way out, especially that the club pays me all my money before I leave than trying to force your way out. So I understand him. He doesn't want to force his way out, but he's looking for a loan alternative where he should be playing. But if there's nothing coming up, no any club is coming up, then you end up like on the reserve again. So I hate to see such a good player, a player who has been out in good times and bad times, being sidelined like that because of his wage. They cannot try to renegotiate his contract. I'm sure he's not going to accept that. So for me, I wish him all the best. Hope a club comes in January, sign him up, at least let him get at least 10 games, 15 games of the season, remaining season, better for him. And the club have said no, they're not going to send Christopher Nkuku out of the club. They still need him. They still need McGill. And there are other keys from the academy, like George Ashimpong. They won't be sent out on loan. They said it on the Daily Mail. So, what is he trying to picture out of that? What is he trying to get? Josh Ashimpong, he's at the club. He's behind Rhys James. He's behind uh, Malo Gusto. So, if he stays at the club, he's going to be a third choice. But I believe that the boy is good enough to play in the EPL or the Cup game. Malo Gusto, he has started like 3 games we've played in this month. So for me, I think he needs a rest. Like he needs to rest. Maybe Ashipong should start before Rhys James comes back, because we know definitely that when Rhys James comes back, he's not going to have any minutes. I I pray Enzo Maresca picks him up today ahead of Malo Gusto. He's a good guy. He's a good lad, young boy. He still want to learn. He still have the hunger of playing. So, looking at other options, we have even at the back, the goalkeeper, it still remains the same. Tosin Adabiyo was good. He has been good recently. Levi Colwell, he's good, though he's not my favorite. He's too slow to to break the counter attack. He's too slow. He's not good in the air, though he's very tall. For that, I'm not saying he's not a good player, but he's not my favorite. I would rather, among what we have here, maybe Badiashile and Tosin Adabiyo to take up the centre back. We know that Kukurea is going to play. Caicedo, Enzo, they are undroppable. Maybe they'll play. I would love to see one of them being dropped. Maybe especially Caicedo, he has been working very hard. Maybe Casadei should take up his role. Maybe for that, because it might help us. Because we shouldn't underrate that much Ipswich. We need to get back to our winning ways. Nicholas Jackson should start again, because he's already sitting on 9 goals in the Premier League. maybe it's time for him. He might score 2 3 goals to make up his tally, at least to compete with the golden boot. But the other thing, on the right wing, we still don't know if Noni Madueke can start, because he's been training with Maresca lately. Maresca criticized him that he's not showing enough in the training. So maybe he's gonna start on the right wing. We don't know, but we know Juan Pedro Neto is fully fit to start. On the left side, maybe of course Neto can start there, or Joao Felix can start over there, because we know Modric is sidelined because of his doping issues. And if Pedro starts on the left, then on the right, yes, Madueke can take up the place. But unfortunately, we don't know if Joao Felix can also start, because he needs to take either place, right or left wing. Because Coco Palmer is unshakable, and at 10 raw, they can't drop him for Joao Felix. And I'm happy that we don't have injuries. If we had injuries, they would have taken up the places, but no, we don't have much injuries. This is very good for us. The club has been performing well. And looking at the transfers, most of the fans are saying that Chelsea should sign Victor Osimhen type. This news have been going on for some time. Everyone wants Osimhen. Believe me, Osimhen, he's a great striker, but I think they are on similar goals with Nicholas Jackson, where he's in Istanbul there. I don't know if it's Fenerbahce. He's at the same level with Nicholas Jackson. He's a good striker, but his wage bill is going to decelerate the squad. Yes, I would prefer Osimhen over Nicholas Jackson. But where are we going to push other strikers when you bring Osimhen, Maguire, Nugas Nkuku, Christopher Nkuku? They will be pushed away. And Chelsea are interested in Muani. They are looking at PSG flop on Muani if he can join the club this January on loan with an option like to buy permanently. We know Muani, he's a great player. He flourished well in Italy there. He showed his skill. But at PSG, unfortunately, he's not doing the same. So Chelsea are looking if they can pay up maybe a release clause for the long run, maybe, and it helps the team. When come, then we'll see with the provision, maybe if they're gonna buy him permanent or not. But I don't think Chelsea will pay up 100 million for Colomwani, because Chelsea have a lot of youngsters at the club right now. Once they sign Colomwani, I'm sure there will be war in the dressing room. There will be hatred. There will be finger pointing. So Chelsea, they wouldn't want to risk that. Let's hope that report is a rumor. It should just end like that. I think Nicholas Jackson should just finish the season with Nkuku the way they've started. Bring up someone in the middle of the season. I would rather they bring up a defender or a goalkeeper, like keeper as Baranga. They can terminate his contract there and bring him to the club back. So maybe it can work out. But for me, like, then bring up a striker, it's not good enough. Chelsea wants to afford Kanechiko Omeka. They're waiting for 40 million. And the Kanechiko Omeka is someone who has not been playing regularly because of injuries. His game time is very low or limited. And I know some of the club, they're not going to willing to pay 40 million. I think the maximum they might pay is 20 million for Kanechiko Omeka. Italy and Juventus are interested in him. Chelsea, they have to release this boy, has to go. He's a pure talent, pure gem. But looking at our midfield, we have like 3 players, Romeo Lavia, Casedo, and Enzo. They're doing fine. So I don't want him to rot on the academy. But his chances of playing here, they are very stricken. He's not going to get much needed time. Maybe I would rather they loan him and see how things goes, because Caicedo or Enzo might get injured. So I don't see them maybe they might not recover on time if they get injured. Kenneth Chukwuemeka might be the help. But we have Andre Santos too at Strasbourg, who is doing very fine. Chelsea had a plan of selling him, but because of his performance, he's scoring goals, he's been assisting, he's been the standard performer at the club, winning like man of the match. So Chelsea, they've removed the question mark of selling him. He'll stay at the club. Maybe they might call him next season to be at the club. That's if maybe Kenneth Chukwuemeka leaves and Cesar Casade leaves. Casade is a good lad too, but the problem is that he's it's just the balancing up of the squad. Drewsbury Hall also he might leave. Chelsea they are trying by all means to clear out than bring in new players because we have enough in the reserve, academy, and on the loan outside Chelsea Football Club. We have a lot of players to cover up. So they're trying to offload more than buying more. Bringing in there are those maybe recalling from loan. So guys, the game which is gonna be starting maybe like in 3 or 4 hours from now. I'm gonna give more update after the game. I want you guys to like, subscribe for more. When we discuss more about the game, how it's gonna be. Let's hope Chelsea wins and get back on the winning ways. See you.